and welcome to the Barefoot Deacon. I'm working on a sermon right now on the story about Jesus feeding the 5,000, which is actually probably more than 5,000 because 5,000 is only men. They didn't count women and children then. If we did this miracle today, might be like feeding the 7,000 or the 10,000 because we would count the women and children. But they have 5 loaves and 2 fish, which is basically enough to feed one family. And they have more than 5,000 people to feed. And I got to thinking that there's something in this miracle that Jesus didn't do that probably every Christian I know would do. If you think about if you're trying to accomplish something and you don't have what you need, what do you usually do? You pray for what you need, right? You pray for more. There's not enough fish. There's not enough bread. Any Christian I know would pray for more fish and bread. Or I would probably say, I would pray for all these people to go home so it's not my problem anymore. But that's not what Jesus did. He didn't ask for more. I don't remember him ever praying and asking for more. But he did the same thing over and over again so many times that I'm starting to think it was his signature move. When people didn't recognize him after the resurrection, when they finally recognized him, it was when he did his signature move, which was to bless bread and break it. And breaking bread actually means sharing a meal. He blessed the bread. He said thank you for what was there, even though it seems to us like it wasn't enough. Jesus said, "You got 5 loaves and 2 fish? Yeah, I can work with that." And he was grateful for the little bit that he had. And I think the miracle is in the gratitude, because when you're grateful for something, it multiplies. You go from a feeling of lack and scarcity and I don't have enough and how am I going to get to whatever it is I need? Gratitude shifts that into abundance. I am so grateful for everything that's in my life. And if you can focus on what's good in your life and what you're grateful for, all the other things just kind of fall away. You don't focus so much on the big gap between what you have and what you need. Gratitude makes them both equal. And when I think back on times in my life when I was in a really tough spot and I really wanted something to happen and it wasn't happening, when I finally resigned myself to the way things were and started to be grateful for where I currently was, that's when things would start to shift and move. That's when I would get to a better place. When I could become content with where I was and grateful for it, that feeling of abundance multiplies. And after all, this is what Jesus said he came to do. I came to bring life. I came so that people would have life and have it abundantly. And he demonstrated it every time he broke bread. He blessed it and he broke it. He gave thanks for it. And I don't know if you know this or not, but the word Eucharist, the word that we use for communion, actually means thanksgiving. Being grateful, being thankful multiplies whatever it is you have to be more than enough for you and for everybody around you. Thank you again for tuning in, and I hope to see you again next time.